Hello. Now we are going to show you how to resolve the problem needle miss when knitting. You can see there's defects on this fabric. Now we are making plain jersey, but there is the one needle dropped from the beginning to the end. So there are 3 technical points we need to pay attention to it. First, we need to examine the needle, if the needle is good or not. Sometimes the needle hook broke or needle head broke. This is the first point. Second point, in order to show you more clearly, we will remove the brass before demonstrate. Another point is the feeder, young feeder. You see, this is 12 gauge machine. Usually the position of the feeder tip always away from the knitting edge is 8 needle distance, but is clearly far away from the side. So we need to adjust the feeder. Now we push the carrier down. I use star screwdriver. Now the pressing is right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 or 9 needle is okay. Another point is the feeder tip of the hole is too high from the needle latch, so we need to turn down the feeder. The height is usually 2.2 to 3 millimeter high from the cross point, the front needle and back needle cross point. This position is right. Now the yarn can be cast easily by the front needle hook. You see, when the needle goes down, it can easily catch the yarn. Another point is we need to check the selection. Because we are doing the plain jersey, all the needles were selected, so it means selection is okay. Now we fix back the brass. Now we already fixed back the brass. Now we can see the knitting is normal. No needle miss. Another problem that we usually meet is fabric side broke. Why this problem happen? There are two reasons. The first is the young tension. The second is young parking position. How to adjust the position, I will show you in the interface. Check the side tension and top tension device. Make sure the input young is with appropriate tension, so that the young will get into needle evenly. Number two is feeder parking position. When carriage move from one side to another side, it will take the feeder to return from knitting edge at a higher speed. That the tension cannot immediately keep even as it starts. So usually the first needle loop will become loose, and then it cannot knock over the loop easily. So that's why the side fabric broke.
Now is problem 3, wrong selection. When the first tab needle selection appeared wrong, in contrast to program. The first thing we need to check actuator and check it whether working properly. As the knitting picture shows, we can find some needle not working or working wrong. We can find some needle not working or working wrong. Like this, selection wrong. And there, some needle not working here. So we need to check actuator. Click carriage test and click 1. Click 1. No response. Other have response. So maybe the first actuator problem. Take down this one. We can find the first actuator. This cable pin. Disconnect. Put it. Put it and make it stable. Now this problem was resolved. You see. Now problem was resolved.
There are another several reasons that I need to explain you when wrong selection happens. First, regarding the selector jack, we needed to check whether the selector jack has flexibility and bending. I will remove it first. The selector should be stable in the slot, but if it easily falls into the needle slot, sometimes the wrong selection may happen. You see, it has some bending and flexibility. When we press the select jack, it should be remain rebounce. Another point we need to check is the spring jack. Usually when we press the spring jack, it will go inside the needle slot easily, and in the meantime press the needle jack into the slot. But sometimes if there is dust or broken pit inside the slot, it cannot go inside easily. So we need to remove the needle jack and clean up the needle slot. We need to clean. Region that we need to examine is the actuator. Example, the knitting area, for this sample, the knitting area is from this needle to that needle. But we found some actual needle in the same segment or selected. So probably we judge that this actuator works abnormally. So we need to remove the actuator and test it first.别动。Remove the actuator and test it.
Cover.
You see, the number 5 actuator pin is not working. There are two reasons. Probably the pin connection is not correct, and another reason is maybe the pin it broke inside. So now we have already changed the actuator pin. We will test again. After we fix the actuator pin, there is another technical points we need to pay attention to. It is the actuator pin should be vertical with the frame. If it is oblique or in the wrong position, sometimes the wrong selection may happen. The third reason that we need to check is the zero position sensor. It is under the carriage. We can find one magnet is on the steel. When we move the carriage close to the sensor, it will be on. When we move the carriage away from the sensoring area, the light will be off. This proves it works normally. But sometimes if the zero sensor is too far away from the magnet, it cannot be detected. So the distance usually should be 5 millimeters. The head from the top of the sensor to the magnet. Now we'll go to check the interface. To check the system, we will do the system test. Open the system test. We can now the sensor is readily detected. But when we move the carriage away, the zero signal is off. This is the this proves the sensor is working. Otherwise, we'll replace the sensor, zero sensor. Conveniently, we have prepared a cam plate in advance. Now we need to test the gap between the selector and the resetting cam. We hold the selector to move across the track to ensure it can move easily. If the space is too big, sometimes it cannot be resolved by the resetting cam. We need to loose the nut and adjust the space between the resetting cam and the plate. Now we are doing the reverse structure. What's the reverse structure? Usually the front loop will transfer to the back. After need, the loop on the back needle bed will transfer to the front side. But sometimes there's a mistake. This means when the back needle transfer front, the front needle couldn't catch the loop successfully. Normally, when the back loop transfer front, this front needle will go through the needle hook and catch loop and take to the front needle bed. But why this problem happens, we need to check some points. First, whether needle hook is okay. Another problem is we need to test the cam system, because now we are using the second system. You can see the front needle reaching to the very highest point. But it should not be going that high point. So there must be some cams which not working properly. So what we need to do is to test the cam systems. First, we need to test the back transfer cam. It's working. Then, because the front needle bed is doing the get action, so we need to test the get cam, whether it's working or not. Yes, it's not working. How to rule out these problems? First, we need to check the connection of the get solenoid. Yeah, this is wrong. This is the cable was a little aft. we need to put it inside the slot tightly. Now we test again. Now it's working. Another point we need to examine is whether the solenoid is burnt. But now because after we test it's working, so the solenoid means solenoid is working well. So let's try again. Now you can see the get needle goes through the needle hook to get the back loop from the back needle back. Now we already solved the problem.